Hey, welcome to AtLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Getaway Driver.
Well, you're going to be trying to get away.
I will get away.
Driver.
I will drive away.
So Getaway Driver is, it's an asymmetrical tile placing kind of cat and mouse game for 2 and only 2 players.
Yes.
And designed by Jeff Beck, published by Uproarious Games, and plays in about 25 to 35 minutes.
All right, so after the break, join us at the table and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome back. So here we have Getaway Driver set up for 2 players. Getaway Driver is pretty much I guess you could say it's like a 2-player cat and mouse game.
I would definitely say that.
Where I am the mouse and Frances is the cat, and she's just trying to catch me, right? So all the basic game functions like I will take a move, the police will take a move, and then we repeat, right? And when the police take their move, they're actually going to put out city tiles. And they're essentially building the city and kind of handpicking where to put certain types of tiles, right? Because each tile has a different hazard or potential hazard that may benefit me or not, right?
So and you'll see that as
you'll see that as we go. So for the setup, it's pretty simple because there's not a lot to start with because it really is.
We have this like open city.
Yeah, it kind of builds itself as it goes. So if you take a look at the table, we'll go over what we have real quick. So over here on the left, we have the police, and they are given a number of different upgrades that they'll earn throughout the game. So if you want to go real quick over what your upgrades are.
Sure. So over the course of the game, I'll be earning these blue police cubes, and I'll spend those based on what the cost is at the bottom right-hand corner of each of these cards. So I have, for 1 cube, I have dispatch, which lets me move a police vehicle within 2 spaces of the driver, wherever he is located. I have these barricades that I'll be able to put out to kind of put out some obstacles, so the driver will have to spend a stunt card in order to kind of get around them. I have my patrol cars, so I only have 3, and that's the max for the game. I'll put 1 out at the start of the game, and then I can purchase more to bring them out with an additional 2 cubes. I have an armored car and a police motorcycle, which both have one-time abilities, so the armored car will let me move through a hazard without crashing. Normally police can't do that because we're not stunt drivers. And the police motorcycle lets me move 2 spaces because it's super fast. Traffic cameras will let me pick the tiles. I pick an additional tile because as I bring out city tiles, again, they're going to have hazards and things on them. Some of them will be more beneficial to me than others. Some might really put you in jeopardy, so I might want to decide which ones I want to bring out. And then finally, I have a police helicopter, which lets me move through hazards without crashing. Really, I'm flying over top of them. So.
Right, so over here on the right, we have a pursuit meter, which will go up every time I get tailed by a cop, and a cop is in the same tile as me at the end of my move. If it ever reaches the red, I am captured and I lose the game. For this game, in the setup, you start with 6 of these stash cubes, the driver does. There are more, and the more you add to the game, the easier it gets for the driver. The less you add to the game, the harder it gets for the driver. So you can kind of base the difficulty on
because you can actually use those to buy more cards.
Yeah, so these cubes are going to be throughout the city, and as I pick them up, and they're not really the goal of the game, they're just really to help keep me going, but they'll be randomly placed in the city. We'll show you how to do that in a second. But I start with a hand of 7 cards, and these cards have all sorts of stunts and tricks that I can do to help me out along and get away from the cops the whole time. There are 10 cards in the game. You only start with 7. After I start collecting these stash tokens, I can start trading them in anytime on my turn to get cards out of my discard pile and back into my hand because they are very powerful. And if you don't have any cards, you are pretty much over. So, how do we start the game? We basically just start by throwing out a bunch of these things.
Okay.
And the police are then going to make sure they are spaced out properly.
Right. So again, we have this like very open concept city, undefined. So we have this kind of ruler, and what we want to do is just make sure that these stash tokens are at least about 4 or 5 from each other, and at most like about 8 or so. So I think we're good there.
Yeah.
You can kind of like try to spread them out so they're sort of evenly distributed for your driver. I think that's good. Are you happy with that?
That's fine.
Okay. There you go.
All right. So throughout the game, I am going to be driving around this city, and the city is going to form before my very eyes. So what I can do to start is I take this starting tile and I can place it anywhere I want in the city. And I'll start it down here, I think.
Okay.
Because I want to have a lot of options, I think, right away. So I start there, and then the police get to place their patrol car.
Yeah, so I put my first patrol car, my little race car. I can put it within 2 of the drivers. So 2 tile spaces could be orthogonal, so you kind of have to imagine imaginary spaces next to the driver, or you can put it diagonal, so doing like 1, 2. The whole idea is that it needs to kind of take you 2 moves to get to the driver. So I'm going to go here, and I'll say kind of before we get started that you'll see that the direction that you place the cars are very important, because that's the direction in which you'll be moving. And then on your turn, you're able to turn 90 degrees in either direction before taking your move, but that's why it makes it important kind of what direction you're going. So you'll see that come to fruition.
Okay, so that's it for setup. It's really simple. We have a bag of street tiles. So there are a little over 50 tiles in the game. A series of red light, yellow light, and green light. And they matter because once they come out and I go through that tile and reveal it, it will have an effect. So if it's a green light, I can go through it, no problem. If it's a yellow light, I can optionally put down a hazard, and those hazards are good because they stop cops. Or if it's a red light, I don't have a choice, it has to be a hazard. But for me to pass through the hazard, it's going to cost me a card.
Right.
And I have to have the matching
you
symbol.
You have to have some skilled driving ability.
Yeah, and that's very bad because my cards are in short supply. So I think we should start the chase.
Okay.
All right. All right, so you start by laying some tile.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab 3 out at the start of the game. Again, because we want to make sure that there's a tile, there's options, your options are open, so you can go straight ahead to the left or to the right on your turn. So I will place these, and you can kind of see that some of these have some obstacles on them. I can't tell you too much about them because I don't want to disclose that to our driver, who's peering into our dispatch system and can hear everything.
I hear everything.
So I will go there, and maybe like that, and maybe like that. So those will go face down, and they'll get revealed when you drive over them, or if you pee.
Yeah, so for tile placement, they'll always go left, right, and in front of me. Yep. But if there are tiles there, you skip it. You don't do it.
And just to clarify, that's not my turn. That's just like what the police do.
Right. So they just make sure I have options to go.
Yep.
So what I do now is I can play a driver card or move, and I'm going to move. So the first thing you can do with a move, you can turn 90 degrees and then go straight, or you can just go straight, or you can just turn 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So you have a choice, but you always have to turn before you move.
Right.
So I'm going to turn 90 degrees and I'm going to go straight right here. So that reveals this tile, and it is a one-way street, and it is a yellow light. So the yellow light allows me to optionally drive into oncoming traffic, which will cause a hazard here and block out the cops. I don't really need to do that because I'm not really being pursued right now. He's not close, so I'm good. That's literally my turn.
Yeah, that's it. So now I take my turn using the same move abilities. So I will not turn, but I'll just move 1 space like that.
Right. And cops can move outside of the tiles, imaginary.
Because it's kind of like you're revealing the city for the driver. Maybe you haven't been to the city before.
I guess.
Automatically.
Yeah, could be.
And we don't have, we check for trailing vehicles. I'm not trailing any vehicles, so we don't have to do anything. I don't have any cubes, so I can't do any upgrades. And that's it. Now, optionally, I have the option of kind of staying where I am and not moving, and I could just get a cube.
Yep.
So I did not take that option. So that's it.
I'll hold the cubes here.
Why?
Because you tend to like to play out of both the bowl and out of the bowl. And it kind of like, it's just one giant pool of cubes.
That's because usually when we play, the bowls are our...
Well, I'll pay you your cubes. That way we know you're being honest as a cop.
All right, so that's it. That's literally my turn.
That's it.
So
yep.
I now bring out 3 new tiles, and this is wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
Lather, rinse, repeat. Cops. All right. Okay.
It looks like we have room for maybe one more
And the bottom?
below, and then
Okay.
then we'll cut it at the river.
Yeah, this is like one of your tile placement, gotta know where your end is kind of things.
Right, and you don't just use the end of your play area.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Good
Okay.
luck.
So another thing I can optionally do is reveal city tiles. I can reveal, as many as I want around me. But every time for each one I reveal, it's going to push me up a little more in my pursuit meter because I'm kind of driving slow and kind of
You're
checking
being
it
cautious.
out. And right now, I don't really want to push up my meter at all because it's not that easy to get back down. So I'm just going to go ahead and move forward again. And like I said, my goal here is to reveal as much of the city as I can. So this one has a police badge on it. And if you ever reveal a tile with a police badge on it, that number signifies how many reinforcement tokens that the police get. So this one has a 2, so she gets that. So one-way street, it's yellow. I could, again, drive into oncoming traffic, but because it's the same one-way street.
Yep. Oh,
So,
it is.
yeah.
Yes, I know it is.
All right, so that's pretty much it for me.
All
So
right.
now the police go.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is move. So I will move this guy. Just keep him driving on your tail. And then I think I'll pay these 2 and do an upgrade, and that is bring out another patrol car. So when I bring out my patrol car, it follows the same rules. So I can place within 2 of the driver in any direction. So I think I'll go here. So again, we're going kind of diagonal.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll go here actually. Diagonal the other way.
Sure.
That. Okay. Cool. And we bring out some more tiles.
More tiles.
All right. Okay.
All right, so now I have some options here because I am being heavily tailed, right? So they're trying to pin me. They're trying to pin me
all
in
the
here.
way down here.
So I have some options, but what do I want to do here? I'm just going to push forward. I think I'm okay. I'm just going to keep on. My pursuit meter's not too high, so I have a city map, and I am still cooking. This is a green light, so nothing happens. There's no hazards. I'm just flying through this city now.
Yep. Down the one-way streets through
Yep.
the intersection. All right, and then I get to move both of my police cars, so I'll go here.
Okay.
And again, keeping my cop car on the same orientation as it enters, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's very important. And then I'll move this guy over here too. Boop.
All right.
And that actually bumps the pursuit meter because we're checking for tailing. I am tailing
You're
you.
now tailing me.
So what that means is, and we'll see this on your next turn, is that my police car, if I'm able to do so, will follow your police car.
Right.
Or your police car. Will follow your super fast
Yes.
car.
It's a
In
fast
hot
and furious
pursuit.
car.
Okay. All right, so when you kind of bump these little things, you can just put the stash right there on the token.
Okay.
Because you don't really know where they're going to land.
So I'm going to move forward and I'm going to collect this stash tile token. And I'm in a construction zone. So the police are going to get 2 more thingies. And it's the yellow. So I am going to create a hazard here.
So you're
All
going
right.
to place...
I'm going to place a hazard. So in order to do that, I have to look at the symbol and I have to match any of the symbols on this car. Now I have a car going up a ramp, so which means I have to do a stunt. And if I have a card with that stump, I can do it. So I'm going to go, these are good cards. All right, I'll use this one for now. Improvised ramp. So I have the matching symbol. So I'm going to automatically take a super jump. And that creates a hazard, right? So now I guess there's a bunch, it's a construction zone. I'm going to jump over the construction zone.
Yes.
with this card. But this card is now used and it goes into this card.
Yes.
So it's gone.
Okay.
So I have one of these for later. But
Are you done?
That's it.
Okay. So what happens now on my turn is the first thing that we haven't had a chance to do yet is move tailing vehicles. So I am... I don't know what that was.
What?
I didn't know what word I wanted to say. So we started on the same tile, which means that I have to follow you if I'm able to.
Correct.
So I can move my 90 degrees in this direction and then speed on through here. But problem, you placed a hazard. So
That's right.
Police can't cross through hazards unless you are one of these other vehicles that can. But my normal police car kind of crashes.
So he's gone.
I guess I don't know what you did to the men at work, but...
So I jumped over the construction site and you went right into the construction site.
Yeah.
And that cop is
dead.
out.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to get rid of your tailors.
Yes, it is. And then I'll move this guy like one like that.
If you don't like the suits they make you, right?
I was like, there's a joke in there somewhere. Which one's it gonna be?
It's like the Kingsman. Right?
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
But I will spend 2 to bring out another car. So I'm calling in more reinforcements.
Calling all cars.
Calling all cars, and I'll go this way.
All right.
Okay. So that's how that works.
Okay. So
All right.
now you bring out
Yeah.
your tiles.
We need to like get away from this edge of the board.
Yeah, I'm
It's
running.
bad for film.
Well, not only that, it's bad for me because technically I can't
Yeah.
really go past here. So I'm gonna have to. Well, you keep chasing me.
Well, that's the game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hot pursuit. All right. Maybe we'll do that and that. Okay.
Okay, so now it is back to me. Okay,
Where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna turn
What?
and I'm gonna start heading north on I-76.
On the blue route.
I'm taking the 476.
476.
So I'm taking the blue route north, and it is a one-way street again. So
Okay.
now I know that the cops they're gonna move, and this cop is right next to me, so I have to put something down to prevent this guy from getting all up in my face. So I'm gonna drive into oncoming traffic,
Okay.
right? Because this is a yellow
That's
light.
smart.
I have the option to put down a hazard, and I'm
Right.
going to. So by driving into oncoming traffic, I'm creating a mess so that this cop can't come flying into this road.
This is a disaster.
It is, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. So I will move this guy up 1. And I think I'll move this a 90-degreer and we'll go up this way.
Okay, so
Okay.
again, she's trying to pin me in. Well, we've got ways around this.
You have ways?
I do.
Waze
I'm using
doesn't always
Waze right
take
now,
you in a great-
and it's
great
taking me where it needs me to go. So now you're only going to bring out 2 tiles because there's only 2 empty
oops,
spaces.
that's right. I'll just put one of those
Put one of
away.
those back after you
Okay.
choose the best one.
All right, that's interesting. We'll do this. And we'll do this.
Okay. Okay. All right, so my next turn. I'm actually going to turn left
Oh,
and go this way because now, if you notice, that cop car is facing north and she won't be able to turn around.
this is true. That was very smart. Good job.
So it's a yellow light. I'm not going to do a hazard. Don't need
Okay.
to.
Okay. Okay. I see. I see. You're being difficult,
That's my job.
Mr. Race car driver. So I'll turn my 90 degrees that way
Okay.
because I see you. I'm looking at you from the other street.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we'll bring out only 1 tile this time.
Just one.
So that's unfortunate for you.
For you.
For me. Okay.
All right, and I am just going to drive on down. So a road closure, yellow light, just going to drive on through.
Okay. And I will stay with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to keep on going. Why not? So we have a red light. So it's a raised bridge. With the red light, I have no option but to either play a card or back away.
Right. So technically, you have the hazard that's going to be placed if you go through it, but you can decide not to and kind of back up into the other intersection.
Right.
And not place that.
Right. I could just say, you know what, stop, jamming on the brakes, not going. But
so you don't have the option to stay in the intersection.
Correct.
Like you do with the yellow.
I am going to drive through the narrow alleyway.
Okay.
Because I could either do that or jump over the bridge with the ramp. But I'm going to play the alleyway, and that will put a hazard here.
What kind of alleyway you're on a raised bridge?
Maybe it's like down below or something. Who knows? But
okay,
it passes the hazard.
Sounds good. I am going to call in reinforcements.
So you're not going to do any moves.
Correct.
And you get 1 cube.
Thank you.
All right, and 1 tile.
Okay.
All right, might as well just keep on going. Oil spill, 2. Wow, so you get 2 for that.
That's good.
All right, and it's a yellow light, so no hazard for me. I'm gonna hold
Okay.
on to my cards.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, okay. So I am going to move 1 that way. And I'm going to, let's see, do I want to bring out another patrol car or do I want to move that guy? I might just dispatch that guy for 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him a radio call like, breaker, breaker, we got a guy over here. And he comes all the way over here.
Okay.
So within 2.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so I'm kind of pinned in here again. But I want to get to the other side of the board. That's the problem. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and push forward.
Okay.
And it is a shopping center. So it's a yellow light. So I might as well create another hazard. And this one is sidewalk driving. That's the message symbol.
In the shopping center. That's
Yep.
super safe.
And I'm just creating a mess of shopping carts.
Okay. All right. Great. All right, I'm gonna move this guy here. I'm gonna turn and move this guy there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring out my last police car.
Okay.
And I'll put him right there.
Sounds good.
So we're bringing out 2 more tiles. Oh, and okay. So that'll go there, and that goes on there, and that goes there. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm driving right into it.
What?
So it
Seriously?
is another shopping center.
Okay.
And I get that.
And I get a blue cube.
And you get a blue cube. So this must be a huge parking lot for the shopping center. It's like Walmart. So it is a
That's why I
yellow
put it there.
yellow light. I have the option of putting a hazard here. And I'm not going to.
You're not.
I don't have enough cards.
Why?
Because I don't have a lot of cards.
Why don't you buy one from your discard?
Because I'm not there yet. I've got a lot of ground to cover.
Not if I move both of my police cars in there and make you lose.
You know, I won't lose. I only get 1 pursuit meter as long as I'm being pursued. So no matter how many cars.
You're really pushing it.
I'm pushing it because I'm pushing the
Okay.
envelope with this.
Okay. I know I probably shouldn't be on like my police radio like,
Yeah.
sir, are you sure you want to drive that safely?
Yes, you're right here.
We're gonna get you. All right, so I will go here.
Okay, so that car is now in pursuit.
So that car is now in hot pursuit.
Hot pursuit.
Okay, so bump your pursuit meter up.
When you're done moving.
Oh, okay, I'll just move this guy. That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right, so I go up 1.
Okay. Do you want to kill my police car?
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna kill my police car? You're like, I don't care.
You have no idea.
You have no idea, sir. There you go.
Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy a card. So I can do that at any time during my turn. Okay, I'm going to buy this one here. And it's slam on the brakes. Do not move this turn. Any tailing police cars. I don't know if I want to do that.
I probably wouldn't do that.
No. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to buy that card anyway. So I'm going to move forward. Okay. And you're tailing me still. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's advanced. Green. Green light. All right. So instead, I'm going to play Leave Wreckage. And I'm going to place a hazard on your current tile. And any trailing police cars, crash.
Ah, very good. Much better.
He crashes automatic.
Yeah. Well, he'll crash on my turn.
All right.
Now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn. So
Crash.
he's out.
So he's out. He's in the shop, in the police auto shop.
The auto shop.
Why you do this to me? Why? Okay, and then I'll move this guy. Thinking about where I want to put this dude. I'm gonna move this guy here. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pay 1 and move this guy here.
Okay.
Okay. 3 tiles.
3 tiles.
Don't look at my tiles.
I'm not. It's very critical.
This is extremely critical. Critical pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very good.
What?
I said very good. So
you don't know if that's very good.
What I'm playing is a card called not that one. This one. Ramming Speed. So if you drive into a space with a police car or motorcycle, it crashes.
You're using all your cards.
Turn right.
You're bringing out
and then
all the
smash
cards.
that guy. So he just rammed him off the road, and it's a blind alley. So I'm going to have to play yet another card. And I don't have any.
You better
of
start
those.
picking up some of these yellow cubes.
I don't have any of those symbols, so I'm going to have to buy myself that symbol so I can drive on 2 wheels. Right back into the discard.
It's on the blind.
And you can use these at any time, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's going to put a hazard here.
Mm-hmm. Right. I really need my police helicopter.
That you do. I'm leaving a lot of hazards in my wake.
You are. Look at this.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I had to. You were like in hot pursuit.
I was. It was total hot pursuit. All right, so I'll move my car here. Boop.
All right.
My 1 car.
Cool.
You're killing my police.
I am. So 2 tiles, but I'm on like the verge of losing.
I know.
And I'm out of tricks, which is a problem.
Your car's like steaming, like it has like smoke coming out of it. And stuff.
No.
All right, your turn.
All right, so I'm just going to keep pressing, right? So you're going to get 1. It's a traffic jam. It's yellow, so it's optional. I am not going to play a card.
Okay.
So I'm done.
And I'm going to move this guy here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't have enough for another car.
No. But I want one. Actually,
You're just going to
I'm
stay
just going
put.
to stay there and get another one.
There you go.
And then I'm going to radio and
Purchase police upgrade.
purchase a police upgrade. Yeah. Oh no, I can't do that.
You can't. I think
Yeah,
that's
'cause I have to.
the very end of
Yeah.
your turn. You
It's
have
like
to be in order.
in order type of
Yep.
thing. So I can do it next time, but not right now.
Okay. New tiles.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be kind of powerful if you just sat, got enough to buy another car, and just keep
And just
bringing cars out.
Bought it. Yeah.
But I'm happy I got up into the unopened part of the city. Again, as a driver, you're just trying to get tiles out.
Right. Oh,
Oh yeah,
actually,
you're short a
3.
tile. Wow.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to. I need this cube, so it's probably another. You keep using my cards up.
Yeah.
But I can jam on the brakes and come back.
Yeah, but I don't think you get that stash, do you?
I don't see why not.
Well, it's because you're not
Oh
actually
no
going into it.
If the stash is on a hazard, you don't put the
yeah,
hazard
you don't,
out.
yeah, that's right. You don't bring
That's
the hazard out.
correct.
Right.
So that was actually good.
Yeah, that worked out. That was kind of dumb of me.
Yeah. So if you go into a tile with a cop car or a stash, there's no because you're basically stopping
Right.
to pick up the stash.
Right. Exactly.
You don't put a hazard tile out. You can't put a hazard tile out. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But now you can call in reinforcements.
Yeah. All right, so I'll do my move first. So I'll just move up 1. And then I'll call in my reinforcements.
Calling all cars.
Calling all cars. And where do they want to go? Maybe right there. Yeah?
3 tiles this time. I'm really running low on cards already.
Okay.
Get to my stash. My bro stash. All right, I'm gonna move here. Oh God, green light. Why would you do that to me? Oh, sorry. Oh.
It's a crowded parking lot. Next to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yikes. Okay. That's it.
You're done?
Oh God, yeah, that's a problem.
You sure? Sir, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure,
You want to
actually.
stop there?
Yeah, because if she gets onto my car, I'm over. So I have to choose something. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. No, I can't do that. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem.
That's a major problem.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be problematic. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I can get around it. Yeah, I can actually do that. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy this card, and I'm gonna leave wreckage in my wake. And it just puts a hazard here. That'll
Okay.
keep her from coming in. But I'm like,
But it made you spend a card.
I had to spend a card in my last stash cube.
Yeah. That's rough.
Yep. But you would have pushed me right over the pursuit meter. Mm-hmm. Dang.
Dang. Let's turn that guy around. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it like that.
Okay.
2 tiles.
Yep, just 2 this time.
This is tough. Okay.
All right, my move. All right, well, I'm just going to push forward.
Okay.
Road closure. So it's a yellow light. I'm not going to put anything down, but you do get a reinforcement token.
Okay. So I'm gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna pay my reinforcement token and move this guy there.
Calling-
or there.
Calling dispatch.
Yes. Calling. We're going like this way
To
so we
try
can
to-
catch you.
To pin me in here?
Yeah. I
All right,
guess.
so
I don't know, thematically, that's what I was saying.
I guess so. That's good.
Are you like doing something?
No,
Or-
I'm just looking at my cards.
Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Okay.
This is risque.
It is.
Well, I mean, I'll be able to buy a hazard
You'll
if
be
it's
able
a
to
green
buy a
light.
hazard.
If it's a green light.
No, because there's a stash cube on it.
Oh, I can't put a hazard there.
Yeah.
And if it's a green light, I'm in trouble.
Even if it's not a green light, because you can't put a hazard.
I can't put a hazard at all.
They're like luring you in because they know that's where your stash is located.
I know, but I'm not sure which direction to go now.
I don't know. Can you do an e-brake?
No. I mean, I could, but that would just turn me around the other way. And I'd have to go back through that hazard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I can do that. So I'm going to go there. I can buy. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this cube because I'm going to buy a card with it. And this is a yellow light, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so no hazard can go there, but you get a reinforcement cube. I'm going to pay to buy this Jam Police Radio. I redirect all diagonal. Well, I would have to do that before I went. Damn it. Because you were diagonal
I'm sorry?
when I was here. But now you're not. Now you're diagonal. But I could probably, I wonder if now, because the reveal doesn't create the hazard. If I use
If you can
leave
place it
wreckage now.
I mean, I'd
I think thematically that makes sense,
Sure.
right? Because I'm leaving it in my wake.
Right.
And any tailing police cars crash, but you're not tailing me. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm really running out of options here.
I am okay with that. All right, I'm gonna go here. Actually, I'm gonna leave that guy there. I think. I don't know if I want to try to turn that guy around or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm like pretty happy with that. That's tough. I'm gonna stay here, but I'll just get a reinforcement. Yeah, we're sitting there like, I see him. He's made a hazard. He picked up his stash.
Picked up his stash.
Calling in reinforcements.
Well, yeah, because if you bring
I'm like sitting there on my computer in my car.
if you bring a third
Alright.
car out, it's gonna get real tough for me.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. No, isn't there? That's funny. You're probably never gonna open that tile, but it's funny.
Okay.
Okay.
I can take. Well, I might as well just keep going. Oh, you wanted that, huh? Eek.
Yes.
All right. It's a green light.
My move.
Your move.
Okay, I'll move this guy here. Turn that guy. And then I'm going to pay 4 and bring out my police motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I'll put him like here, maybe? Like that?
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, whatever. That's good.
All right.
All right, put out 3 tiles.
He's like coming up the alleyway.
Trying to pin me off. That's no good. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to play a card called Hit the Gas, and I'll move an extra space this turn. So I'm going to turn
Okay.
and then try to shoot south. Oh my god.
It's a parade.
Into a parade.
Oh god.
Oh, I do have drive on the sidewalk though.
Okay, good.
So I
that's
can get
fantastic.
through that. And then a yellow light, so I can get through that too.
That's so funny. Okay.
So I just ripped through that parade. That was a crazy move, but it used up all my cards now. I have no cards left.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
My police motorcycle is going to move 2 spaces.
Okay. He's facing up.
What? What do you mean?
You placed him facing north, so he'd have to turn completely
That's
around.
north?
Yeah. Yeah, you would never have started him facing down, because I was up here.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I made that move.
Oh, that's why you...
Because you had all your cards coming up to me, and one coming to pin me in here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because now they're both facing away.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there. It doesn't really look like a motorcycle.
It's really not. It's a race car.
All right. Well, I'll move him in that direction.
Okay.
I'll move him in that direction.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And you can't put any tiles out because I'm
Oh,
surrounded.
because you're surrounded. Okay.
So the only thing I can realistically do is push this way
Yeah.
and hope that... Oh, great. It's a green light. So I'm going to have to buy that same old card that puts a hazard down. Right? Actually, no. I'm going to play my thing to buy this card
Okay.
and swap places with any police vehicle currently on a city tile.
Switch cars. How does that work?
I just switch cars.
Well,
with
I know
them.
how it works, but
I'm not sure if I can because
I don't know.
you are not on any revealed city tiles. That's the only
Well,
thing.
it's still city tile though. Like I can still put barricades and stuff on these, so I would still consider.
Right? Because if I swapped with him,
I mean, I would allow it. Yeah.
right? So let's say I swapped with him,
Yeah.
and I would have to reveal this, and it's not a hazard.
Yeah, I don't know
or
how that
anything,
would work.
right?
Yeah.
So
I do get a thing though.
you get one of these. Yeah, so I'll swap him, and you were. I guess I have to come in facing the same way you were, which is that way.
That's a little weird.
It's a crazy card, right? I switch cars. I get out of my car and I jumped in another one.
Yeah. But you like moved my car.
I guess thematically you were chasing me. That wasn't really me. You kind of like followed this other car, and now you're like, oh crap, that's not him.
Okay.
He's actually up here.
Gotcha.
At the train crossing.
At the train crossing. Okay. All right.
So now you can move cops. You can bring cops out.
I don't like how this is going.
I'm out of everything.
I know. I think the only thing I can do... I mean, I can move these guys, but it's not really going to do anything for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll move that guy and move him up here, right?
Yeah.
And just leave these guys. I'm going to pay 1...
To dispatch?
To dispatch. And I'm thinking, who... Probably this guy. And probably... here. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we bring out 1?
Bring out 1. How many are left?
Oops. Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
How many are left?
I don't think you get to know that.
Oh.
That's why it's in a bag, not a stack.
Okay. So then on my turn, I'm going to do clear the road.
Okay.
And that clears 1 adjacent obstacle.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Or hazard. And I don't move.
Oh, you don't move?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I just need more options.
Yeah. So my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm not moving anybody. I'm gonna pay... Actually, I could pay 2 and bring out
another
the whole
car?
guy.
Yeah.
Or pay 1 and relocate that guy that you moved all the way down there. You know what I mean?
Oh, should I have done that? I probably should have just pushed forward. No, but I couldn't. Never mind. No, I could have. I could have done that. Shouldn't I have done that?
I have absolutely
The problem is
no
I
idea
don't...
what you're talking about.
Yeah, like instead of wasting my turn doing that, I could have literally just done that. I probably should have, because it's no danger.
It is danger.
How?
My guy can move 2 spaces.
But he can't move 2 spaces and turn. He either has to turn and move, or just move. Right? He can't go 1, 2. Now, does the rules for moving always are you turn
and then move
and then
in
move.
a direction?
You turn 1 direction and then move 90 degrees.
Did I move anything else while we're going back and changing?
You didn't move
your turn?
anybody.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I didn't change anybody's direction or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, you hadn't turned anybody.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking. And like, cause you can't, because I was thinking you can move 2 to get me, but you actually can't.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pay 2 and bring out my other patrol car.
Mm-hmm.
Like right here.
Okay.
And I'll move this guy here.
All right.
I'll turn this guy like that. Okay.
Alrighty. Bring out the tiles. How many are left? Come on.
What? You don't know the city, so you don't get to know how many tiles are left.
I mean, I've got to be
Mister, I'm
close.
gonna go back and change my turn.
I'm close. I'm sure I'm close.
Fine.
You know, people get mad when we don't let each other go back and change our turns.
I know. It's like the one time we didn't let that happen.
All right. So all I can do is turn, and I mean, I can't even do that.
You don't have any special cards?
I have no cards left. You know, so even if I ran into a red light, I'd get stuck anyway.
And have to back up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that wouldn't be too bad because I still can't really get you if you stay there. You might want to consider that.
I know. I'm just looking at... Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'm just going to turn. I'm going to stay put.
All right. All right. So I'm going to move this guy here.
Okay.
Your
That's
turn?
it?
Yep.
All right, you got no tiles.
tiles,
No tiles, no cards. So I pretty much don't have much I can do but move up here. And it's a red, which means I don't have a card to get through the moving van. So I have to back up over to here.
Right.
And then on your turn, you come in and I've been busted. All right, now tell me how many tiles are left.
Okay.
Because
3 tiles left.
wow, I just had to move. I literally had to go
You had to
one
go one
more
more.
tile,
Yeah.
like out on the edge, and I would have won.
Yeah.
So close.
It's always so close.
It always is.
But always very different.
Yeah, and
So.
I just, that one of those obstacles crushed me with 2 cards.
Yeah.
But otherwise, all right,
All right, let's go talk about it.
All right, there you go. Getaway driver did not get away.
I put Baby Driver in the corner.
You did. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So close. So close. I was like
yeah.
one card away
Yeah, 1 card.
from setting up a whole sting. I could have. Oh,
You did well though. I mean, you
Yeah.
set up like all these hazards.
a lot of good hazards.
You almost lost over here.
I did.
We almost had you, the police of this town, but we didn't. You got away.
Yeah,
So it's good.
it was really good.
All right, so let's talk about it, and we'll jump right into it with theme, because this one to me just like oozes theme. We were talking
Yeah.
about how fun it is
Yep.
to like go through the scenarios as things happen.
Yeah.
And thematically, it's you can almost kind of like just let loose and like come up with a story about what's going on, and it's fun to do that.
Yeah, I really like how the mechanic of, almost wanting to get the cops trailing you so
Yeah.
that you can kind of bring them into a trap situation.
Right.
And then, knock them out of the game. And then it kind of frees you up to like kind of put the pedal to the metal and just push and get as many street tiles out as you possibly can.
Yeah, because that's part of the strategy, really. I think for the driver is uncovering the city tiles.
Yes.
Like you almost got it. I mean, we were
was
3
close.
tiles away.
Yeah.
So that was really close. And the other times we've played, it's been very similar.
It's always close unless you really run out of cards too quickly. And you have to
Right.
know when to spend the cards. I mean, it's very easy to say, yeah, I'll just spend a card early, or I'll peek at some tiles and hope that I can get, but it costs you that pursuit meter, and that
Yeah.
kind of limits the amount of trailers you can get on you. And it can be pretty powerful if you can get a couple of cops on your tail and then wreck them all at one time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I was really careful actually not to. You don't ever want to put like too many cop cars on the same spot.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Because if you end up in that trailing situation, you could lose all of your
Right.
police. at the
So you
same
want to
time,
kind of try to funnel me into an area
Yeah.
that kind of pens me in,
Right.
and gets me to use my cards. Like
Yeah.
you want the driver to use up their cards. You saw without cards, I could do nothing.
Yeah.
I was forced to go get my stash just so I can buy a card back to immediately spend it. Just to get out of trouble.
Right. Now, we usually don't talk about replayability on Kickstarters.
Right.
But this is one that I feel like we need to talk about replayability because it's so fast to get to the table.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it plays out differently every time.
Every time.
Because you're bringing out different tiles every time. It's asymmetric, which is neat, and we'll talk about the mechanic in a minute. But depending on which side you're playing,
Right.
it's a very different experience.
Different experience entirely. Yeah.
So, did you want to say anything else about the replayability?
No, I think it's pretty good. There's no question. Like any of these shorter games, And for such a short game, you get a lot of theme out of it, which is what I really like.
And I mean, a lot of strategy too.
Yeah, there's definitely some good strategy. It's kind of like playing chess almost.
I was gonna say, like, it feels, especially as the police, you're really trying to like lock in. It's almost like the end of a chess game.
Yes.
Where you're like about to win, but you're chasing the one guy.
So I've got left is a queen and my king.
Right.
And she's trying to get all her other lesser pieces to kind of pin me in, and I'm constantly moving around and taking them out one at a time.
Right.
So yeah, it does feel like that sort of dance at the end of a chess game.
Yeah.
Really neat.
So, and then otherwise mechanically, and I guess we can talk weight too at the same time. Where would you place this? Because it's very much like chess, like kind of a
it's
cat
light.
and mouse.
This is a light game. Yeah, weight wise, totally.
Very light though.
Very light. Yeah.
Yeah. The rules, I will say, getting the not movement rules, but as far as like what can I do on my turn and what's going to be the best option for me, like remembering what all options you actually have to get yourself out of a sticky situation, or what's the most advantageous move.
Yeah.
That may take some time to learn, but not a ton.
Yeah, I think most of the difficulty in learning this game and understanding the game comes into the handling the outcome of a car. When you get into a certain city tile, what has to happen and what rules apply, right? Because there's some areas you have to really pay attention to know, like, okay, I move on to the space. If this, then I don't have to put a hazard down, or I can't put a hazard down, etc. So, but it's not much. No. Believe me, it's really, really simple.
Who would you say target audience is for this one?
Two people who like to play games together, for sure. And you know what?
And only two people.
Yeah, and I do. Obviously, we enjoy the fact that this is I like games that are made for two players.
Right, because all the energy and effort that goes into developing the game is designed with two players in mind, and I feel like the two-player variant experience is kind of like. It's like bastardized sometimes in games because it's sort of thrown on.
Yeah, the games are designed for 3 to 4.
Right.
And then with 2, we'll just tighten it up a little bit and hope it works. But this is like this is for 2, and we like that. Yeah. So very good.
So that part's really neat.
Yep.
Anything else you want to say? I think that pretty much covers it as far as Kickstarter goes.
Yeah. No,
I had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun game. A lot of fun, very thematic, like we said. Keep in mind that this is a Kickstarter prototype, bare bones. We're not even sure if this is final art or what, but I think in its current form, it still looks pretty good.
It does, yeah.
The city tiles are really cool. They look like, as you could say, they look like a satellite picture.
It does,
of the city,
it's like almost like you're in your police dispatch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like looking down on like the chase, or it's like the news or something.
Yeah. Really cool.
Driving through. And I like that like the city tiles on the blank side are like your normal city. Mm-hmm. So until you uncover them, it's like, okay, that's what's happening at that location.
Like you don't know what's going on. It's kind of like in shadow.
Right.
And obviously the minis are from, I don't know what they're from, but these are Formula One race cars, which I don't think.
And I think this is like actually like a Pontiac.
Is that really?
It looks like a Pontiac.
Just any old Pontiac. And like the armored car is a tank, the helicopter is a jet plane. These are all prototype pieces, so please keep that in mind. But otherwise, I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah, it's just like a really fun, quick, engaging experience.
Yeah, and that plays differently every time. So. And like we were talking about asymmetric, and every side plays completely different.
Right.
And every side's got a lot of powerful cards and powerful abilities, but they balance nicely.
It always surprises me how close we are at the end.
Yeah.
Like when I finally get you, or like the police finally get the driver, that there's only a couple cards left, like a couple tiles left.
That's it.
So it is kind of cool.
Really, really fun. So there you go. Any more information, go check it out on Kickstarter. Definitely a good one. We enjoyed it.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed the playthrough, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.